Living the life. Living the life. Let's go into our first guest of the evening, a duo who have embarked on helping the youth of the community, from working with gangs to helping brothers fulfill half their deen. Here they talk about their journey to Islam and dedication to the youth. Welcome Rasheed, Yaquub, Bakr and Adnan, Pennant. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the show. It's cold outside.
Yes,
hey?
Very cold.
Yeah, no, I like the hats, guys. Let's get straight onto it, actually.
Let's hear the story.
We need to hear the story about the hats. What's going on?
This is our little... We didn't plan this.
We asked all the tough questions on living the life, you know. We asked the really hard questions. What's with the hats? Did you not plan? You didn't plan that?
No.
It just happened.
It just happened. No, I was supposed to pick up the green one, actually, because green...
Oh, it goes with that.
But it matches your trousers,
you know what?
though.
You're right, the colours are a bit... But anyway, maybe that's what gives it a bit of... Look, welcome to the show, and let's get some of the difficult questions out of the road, right? I mean, obviously, you know, as the Prophet ﷺ said, that the ones who are the worst in Jahiliyyah are the best in Dawah. Alhamdulillah. So you guys had a bit of a history. That's how you met.
Yes.
Yeah, do you want to tell us a bit about that so people can understand the journey, mashallah, that you guys have taken?
Okay, mashallah. First of all, we went to the same secondary school. 14, I was 15, well, 13, he's 12.
Sure.
All throughout school, we knew each other. We weren't really too close, but we wasn't enemies or nothing. Then, about 4 years later, we met again in prison.
Oh, subhanallah.
Yeah, we both ended up there in a mad sort of situation, different ways, and we met, and we both was Muslim.
So but you guys became Muslim, is that right?
Just before, but I personally was caught up in the life, you know, probably him as well, was caught up, but when someone gives you dawah and you read the Quran, you might be caught up in the lifestyle, but this Quran, I know it's from Allah.
But were you Muslim before you went into prison, or once you were...
Me personally, yeah.
Before prison?
Yeah.
Yes, as well.
Before as well? So that must have been pretty tough having come to Islam, ending up there, you're thinking to yourselves, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't really know a lot about Islam at the time that we all became Muslims. We just knew that there was only one God, Jesus is not God, and he's a prophet, and that, you know, we have to pray 5 times a day. We only knew, like, the basics of Islam. We didn't know the intricate details about what's halal and haram.
So that initial meeting, what happened when you met and you thought, wait a minute, you're from...
Yes. Well, when I came into the place where we was living, you know, I saw Adnan, and I was like, wow, this is where you been? I haven't seen you for years. Is this where you've been? And he said he's only been there for a couple months, and it was good to see him, because he was the only one I kind of knew. So we was together, we was close, and we became very close in there. And we started to help each other pray, and we used to share books. And we was learning the deen together, reading lots of hadiths. Maybe the first time I got a chance to even read a lot of hadiths and Quran.
And then, obviously, when you've gone through that experience, you come out of it. You know, your faith obviously has, you know, it's given you so much strength and unity as well. Because you say, you know, you met the brother. Obviously, you've got a history, but you get there together, and all of a sudden, you're like, you know what, we're going to make this turn this into a positive. Now you're taking that positive to the next level because you're trying to spread that faith to other people. Tell us how that part of the transition happened.
That part was very amazing, and you know, we probably both got a lot to say about that. But for me, it was very emotional because I was in an area where there was no masjid. So when I had to go mosque, it was very far. And I read a story about Harun and Musa. And Musa asked Allah to send him someone to help him with his prophethood. So I kind of made this kind of dua, to be honest. And then one day Adnan came to my house. I said, come, let's eat, have tea. We were both doing youth work at the time, different ways. Volunteering and football coaching and all that. Came to my house and I said, look at this plan, I've got a little plan. Read this plan, what do you think of it? And I showed a lot of brothers, and loads of brothers just thought this is rubbish or it doesn't make sense. And then I showed Adnan, and then he could tell you what happened then after.
What happened
then? Give us the lowdown, man.
Well, it was basically like this guy was some mad scientist in his room just writing up bare plans non-stop. Like he had his wall, he had a board, he had all stuff on the board, everything. And I was like, wow, what's going on? How have you got all this stuff? He had all these ideas. We're going to make movies, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. And I was like, all right, listen, I know you have a lot of plans of what you want to do, but let's start with what is achievable right now that we can do. So
So you're the level header between the two of you, obviously.
Kind of.
He's the engine.
He's the
I call him
engine.
the engine.
Yeah. He's the ideas. I'm the executor.
So what did you decide to pick up on first?
There were so many things he had on that list. It was amazing.
It's the dinners and the jail. We wanted to first send books to brothers in prison, because in prison a lot of people are going extreme, or like learning the deen in some different way, or not learning at all and just learning about crime more. So we thought, let's buy some books for brothers in prisons. So we got a list of all the brothers that we had contact with, and we sent them some nice books, simple books, basic Islam, and also the dinners.
So the guys the brothers that you identified, or the guys you identified in prison, these people you knew obviously beforehand?
Some.
Yeah.
Or referrals from other people. Like, yeah, this guy's got problem with smoking. You know, let's send him a book about how to get halal money. So it was trying to send books specific to their situation.
Living the life. Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.